Hi everyone, welcome. It's Lauren here again from Acting Classes in Perth. This is episode number 27 of the Acting Classes in Perth, Your Questions Answered Daily Show. The show where I sit down and answer all your acting related questions at 7 p.m. every single day here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live simultaneously. Now, a huge shout out and a big thank you if you are watching us here. Alrighty, so today's question does come in from Dorian, but what I would like to do is I'd like you to give me a big thumbs up if you are watching us now, or if you know Dorian, give us a big thumbs up. I'd love to see who's out there watching us and joining us. If you have a question, ask it or say hello. Leave a comment in the comments section. Hey, let's just run straight into Dorian's question. Dorian, what's your question today, mate?
What would be the best way to get started in theatre? Thank you.
Dorian, thank you so much, my friend, for sending in this question, and also a huge congratulations on your growth and development since you started. It's been amazing, so thank you so much, man. It's always a pleasure when I see you in class or when you pop in to say hello or give us a help, so thank you so much. Now, how would you jump in and start working in local theatre? Well, my advice to you, Dorian, first of all, and also anyone out there who is watching us, would be to jump onto the Google and get a list of local community theatre groups out there. There are a whole lot here in Perth, and community theatre is making a bit of a comeback as well now that they're starting to not just have a lot of the members who were from the yesteryear theatre group type scenarios. They're also doing a lot of contemporary and young plays as well, and looking for young actors and also directors. So you're at a great time, right, where you're kind of looking to get into community theatre and local theatre production, Dorian. So firstly, jump on Google, look around, do some research, find a list of local community theatre groups. There's a whole lot. Then what I want you to do is I want you to reach out to them, and I want you to go and watch a few of their plays. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start to volunteer to help with them backstage, okay? So you're going to go into the local theatre groups, reach out to them by email or by phone, and say you're an actor, you've been acting with Acting Classes in Perth, and I've urged you to go out there and start working backstage on some local theatre productions. Then what you're going to do is start to build relationships with the key players and the members who run these local theatre groups. And then I guarantee you're going to find yourself auditioning for a play in the not too distant future, and in no time, Dorian, you're going to be up there on stage. It's how it works. Follow those steps, and by all means, you're going to be there. A classic example, I have so many, but one of the best, I think, is Charlotte Webber. Right, so if you know Charlotte, tag her in the comments. Say g'day to Charlotte. Charlotte, my dear, it's always a pleasure, and well done also to you on your huge growth and development since you started with us some years back. So Charlotte was always very shy, right? Similar to you, Dorian. She was very shy, and she didn't really have a lot of the confidence in herself to go out to auditions or to get on stage, but she had a burning desire and she really wanted to. So what she did is she immersed herself in backstage, right? So she went to local theatre companies and she worked backstage for community theatre groups, and then she did that for quite some time. And then what happened is one day, one of the actresses in one of the shows that she was doing backstage for, she got sick, right? So this actress got sick, and the director came up to Charlotte and said, Charlotte, we're on in 2 hours. You're going on because Mary McGregor, or I don't know, whatever the actress's name was, is sick. And we need someone to play. We've got a full house. And Charlotte retold this story to us. It was amazing. She said, I kind of nodded, and then I went back to my car. I sat in my car for about 20 minutes, and I think she had a bit of a breakdown, right? Like, she had a bit of a mental breakdown. We all have at many stages in our life. And she said she had this moment, this thought that came to her. She had a choice. And that choice was, I either start the car and I go home, and I run. Or I open the door and I go back inside. I get costumed, I get into makeup, and I do this thing. And she said it was one of the hardest decisions of her life. But what she ended up doing was going back in. And the audience had no idea, right? Until just before the show, they had a small announcement that said the actress was sick, and so Charlotte Webber would be stepping in for her. And I happened to be in the audience that night, as did a whole lot of my students I'd had in the past, a lot of other filmmakers, a lot of actors, a lot of theatre people we all knew. We all knew of Charlotte in some way or another, mostly because she's such a beautiful person. She's always willing to help you out. She's an extra in a lot of things. And then she's helping out backstage on a lot of projects too, right? And then all of a sudden we thought, well, hang on a sec, Charlotte's she's doing this. It was absolutely phenomenal, right? She went out. Sure, she had a script in her hand because she'd just been given this role, but I tell you what, she absolutely nailed it. She stepped up to the bar, and from that moment forward, everything changed for Charlotte, because now, in front of all these people she knew, she proved not only to them that she could do it, that she had it inside of her to step up to the plate and do it, but also she proved it to herself. And it was such a beautiful thing to be present in that space at that time. And I went backstage, as I often do after a show, to see my actors and greet them and all that. And she was so over the moon and so proud of herself. And I tell you what, Charlotte, everyone else was so incredibly proud of you and what you did that night. And since then, you've gone on and achieved a whole lot more. You should be so proud. So Dorian, by all means, go out there, look for local theatre groups, reach out to them, go watch some of their plays, then make contact, build relationships with them while you're working backstage for some of their productions. And then the opportunity is going to present itself where you can actually step up to the plate and audition for a project. And after a period of time, you're going to find that you are too on stage in some local theatre. Now, if you loved this, or if you know Charlotte, or if you know Dorian, click the share button right now. Support your local actors out there. It means a lot to them. If you are watching us here on Facebook, click like and follow our page. If you're watching us on YouTube, simply click subscribe and then click the notifications bell so that you stay in contact with everything we're doing. Finally, if you are listening to us here on iTunes, simply click subscribe and we'll give you the new episodes as they come out every single day. My name is Lauren Johnson. This is Acting Classes in Perth. I'm going to see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another awesome question answered by me. Until then, stay safe and, like always, happy acting.